Bow chicka bow bow. So, how to make your first 1K day? Not for the faint-hearted because it's not particularly difficult, but if you never even made like $300 a day, or if you only made like 1K a month, that's your highest one. It's really hard to fathom. But I'll tell you how. But the easiest way I found so far is through sexting. Sexting is a bunch of pre-made video scripts that you are going to sell your subs. And all your conversation from the first line that you talk to the person has to be baby stepping towards the script. It could be like maybe you're a gym girl, maybe you're a gym script, right? Where maybe you gym clothes and you take it off, one thing lead to another. Why is it the easiest? Because it's pre-made already. Because you can try that with every single sub, especially you know what niche you are. That's why I say whatever niche you'd find your niche, right? Because you can't represent everything. You represent everything, you don't know which one you're going, which script what should you film. But if your bread and butter is I'm a gym girl, if your bread and butter is well, I have a nice butt, if your bread and butter is you have a big breast, then you know you should curate a content to that, right? That's why finding your niche. And all you need is two steps with a good relationship. And sometimes you need one if you're a master at it. Two sub is all you need for that day to make 1K, right? So in theory, you don't need two. I'll tell you how, right? So after we report building, so how you build a relationship, I have a video about that. So go through how to build a relationship video. I'm not gonna talk about it here. But the sign to start a script is that he's in the mood. So you gotta figure out what's the signals. And there's two things you need to look out for. Number one is he in the mood of sexting? It's so simple. If you ask him, what are you doing? What are you eating today? What are you eating today? What's the meal that you're eating today? And he said, you, right? Or what are you doing today? Hopefully you. Then you know he's in the mood to sex. And number two is he free enough to sex? How to elaborate. This is important because he could be in the mood. But if he's with his dad or with his mother, he's probably not going to unlock your video. So you need to figure out whether he is in the mood or he is free to sex. And after that, you can start your script. Another one cardinal sin that will never make you 1K a day is sending pay-per-view for cheap. Right? And here, this is one of my chatters. And even for me, I was like, this is a bit too cheap. Right? First video is $57 for 45 seconds. And I remember correctly, he bought it straight away with this first video. And the second one is 77. This is usually the one I tell my chatters to do 37, 77 to 127. But I told my chatter, if you send something for 57 and unlock straight away, the next one you should do is you try to do higher. Why not go 127 the next video, right? Because even the second video where $77, that sub unlock it straight away. That means if someone unlock it straight away, if the whole script is smooth, it's not a bad thing. But if everything is smooth, that means you could have done a bit more. You could push it a little bit more. Doesn't mean to go crazy. Doesn't mean you have to like it's $200 for the first video with your first time client. It's not saying like this, but push a little bit more every time. Push a little bit more. Just put a little more out of your comfort zone. It's not gonna be easy in the mind because in your mind you're like, oh, nobody's gonna buy this much. There's free stuff online. Nobody will want to buy that stuff. But you can understand if you build your relationship properly, that's why you gotta build relationship properly. That's why I keep saying you gotta build relationship properly. Because when you build relationship properly and you send a pay-per-view, it's not about the money. They're not buying because of the money. They're not you're doing emotional based selling. You are selling based on the relationship you have with that sub. That's why it's important you to understand how to build a relationship. So please learn that. Doesn't have to learn from me. You can try yourself. You can figure out how to build a relationship where you literally, in your sub's mind, he or she will be like, oh, this is actually a friend. That's someone that I can talk to, someone that I can trust. You know. It's not gonna be easy, but here are the examples of what you could do, right? Let's say, this is the second one is because sometimes you have a cap of especially with your first 4 months, right? If you start from the beginning, never had a 1K day, you never had 1K month, then you have cap of $99. So this could be one of the examples that you could do. See, even a script with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 videos that you pre-made could make you 563, and that could be one sub. So two of these in a day could make you 1,000, over 1,000 already. So if you just look at it, does it not look way more simpler, right? After execution wise, it could be a little bit tricky, especially if you have never done it before. But I'm just telling you, it works. You see, it works. It just works. So I hope you get it. If you get it, please send me a message. Hopefully, this video can open the mind up a little bit, because I want you to make your first K day. And the first time I did it, oh, I was so happy. I was like, no way. I literally made 1K a day, when before I only made back then, I only made like 2K every single month for my client. And today I make 1K. That's amazing. And I want you to feel that too. So this is how you make 1K a day. Not for the faint-hearted.